Okay, so welcome to the video conference, Marketing Made Easy. We're going to take a look at some different concepts today, all real basic stuff, but important to get right. We're going to look at who buys from you, why do our customers buy. We'll lead into some smart, innovative marketing tools that anyone can use. Moving into our actual writing of the marketing plan, something important that sometimes is overlooked. And finally, all of the resources that we cover today will be listed and you can have access to them after the session. All right, so our first topic. I wanted to cover off what a marketing plan really is. You know, a marketing plan, there's no mystery about a marketing plan. It's just a plan for your ideas. It's how you're going to attain your sales figures, looking at some of your company's expenses and what you're actually going to be using the expenses for with regards to marketing. The important thing about a marketing plan is that it's written down. You don't want to miss any important parts. You don't want to forget. Take it out of your head, put it on paper. That's really important. So, you know, it's just like anything that we do within business, with our business planning. We need to put it on paper so that we can think through the goals and research costs associated with attaining those goals. Where do we start with this marketing plan? Well, we start with our customers. And we take a look at who actually buys from us. That's our first point of what we're going to cover today. Identifying the target markets is really important. I know that we all say many people buy from us, but this is really your chance to sit down and think about the specifics of who buys from you. Passionate entrepreneurs will come in my office, they're so enthusiastic and they'll say, well, everyone wants to buy my product or service. Everybody is my market. The problem is it's hard to market to everyone. It's a huge group of people. So to get the most out of your marketing budget, you need to break these customers that you have walking through your doors into groups. We're going to take a look at A, client profiling, B, finding some stats to support who it is we think is actually buying from us, and then C, developing that information into a potential market with some sales figures attached to it. Again, we're not going to market to everyone. We're going to market to certain groups of clients, assess them, and actually put some dollar figures on the market that we come up with. So let's talk about our client profile. What's involved? Client profiling just means that you're going to take a look and examine different similarities within groups of people, the people that come through your store. You can talk about where they live, their age, their gender, common interests, what level of disposable income that is needed to purchase the product. And you know, every group of people that we see coming through the door, we can actually characterize this way. I've just created a really easy spreadsheet in my Microsoft Office Excel spreadsheet program. And the beginnings of a client profile can actually take the form of a real simple spreadsheet. You take a look at the different age groupings, which is one of the things that we said we would examine in client profiling, and also the different types of products that you're going to sell. So along the top of my spreadsheet, I have, if I'm in a hair salon, I have haircuts, hair colors, and hair care products. Those are my three main types of services or products that I'm selling. When I client profile, I'm going to think really logically through who walks through my doors. In my example, I'm targeting, I guess, women between the ages of 55 to 74 and men between the ages of 75 to 84. That's for haircuts, and I've done the same thing with my hair color. Who comes in, who gets that service, and also the hair care products, who buys a lot of the products from me. And what do I assume is going to be my best guesstimate as to who my primary markets are. So I'm not selling to everyone, I'm selling to certain people, certain groups.
I have a question in Saskatoon on this.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so with respect to our company, we don't have a store per se. We do 99% of our stuff online. Most of our stuff also is to a corporation rather than to individual people. So would we then put, say, instead of men and women, how would we reflect that kind of an entity within something like this kind of spreadsheet? I mean, I can do our equipment, but how do I represent the actual purchaser?
I would actually look at a spreadsheet somewhat similar to this, but I would list, if you know certain industries that purchase from you, or certain size of business. For instance, I just went through an example with a computer service company, and instead of targeting every business and consumer within the market region, they were going for small business of 25 employees or less. And that's an easy type of bit of information you can get from doing some research. You can find out those businesses within a certain market area that employ a certain amount of employees or less. You can go, for instance, if you're going to be breaking up your grouping into industry, you can go and get association listings, you can get supplier listings of certain types of industries. So it's just doing a little bit of research, being creative with how you're going to really, I guess, client profile and finding some of the research information. I get a lot of help from Business Info Source. They're a great resource. Leanne, you work at Business Info Source, and this might be a great way to connect with a client and do some extra research on your behalf. But I would still kind of look for some commonalities between size of business, employee numbers, industry that's represented, and then you can start to mine down and get some of that information, that research information that you're looking for your different types of products and services.
So instead of using sort of woman and man,
yes,
I should use industry, industry type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Industry type, size of business. Maybe you don't really care. In that computer example, he didn't really care what kind of industry, but he did care about how large were the companies that he was going to work for. He had 4 employees. He couldn't really work with thousands of end users, but he could work with maybe servicing the networks of companies that had 25 employees or less or 100 employees or less. So that's how he did it.